Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 15 of Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tide. This is a little bit strange for me because, as many of you who are regulars to my channel will know, I tend to record my videos in blocks of 5. So this should really be the last video on the last recording block, but it isn't because I had to stop recording after episode 14, so this is the start of a brand new recording session. And because I recorded the last 14 episodes back to back over 3 days, and I've had to take some time to go off and record other things and, you know, have a life, it's been a couple of weeks since I've played, so I've kind of really forgotten what I was doing, so I'm jumping straight back into this after nearly a couple of weeks break, so I'm going to have to try and work out exactly what is happening. I've just noticed, actually, I haven't looked at for a while. Look at our city here. It has now definitely taken on the sort of the shape of the Harmony cities. It is starting to look very, very sort of futuristic and alien. So I can't really remember what I was doing, so I'm just going to hit next turn and hopefully it will all come back to me. I can see the aliens are a little bit annoyed, so obviously at some point I was killing aliens. Oh, I remember now. I captured that big guy that was down there, didn't I? I wasn't going to be able to catch that one because we're being attacked by all these things over here, so not an awful lot I can do about that. That is a lot of aliens. I don't mind admitting. These guys are probably going to continue to attack, so we will back up away from them. Maybe they will leave me alone, I doubt it, but I can't really do an awful lot about that. So Dunkyle, what have we done over here? We've just finished a network. Now, do we really need to get any more cities built? I don't really think we do. I mean, there are some more resources around that we could grab, but none that we really need, to be honest. Not at this moment in time, anyway. What would we like to get? I can never remember what these are. Marauder. Xeno Cavalry. We've already got one of those. Viper is a melee unit, which is our sort of little vehicle. Locusts are our air units. Not necessarily sure we need any of these. What about buildings, then? I guess it's always worth having a farmer lab. +3 health. Recycler gives us some production. Let's go for that. You have now finished that Terrascape, which are really expensive, but you know they are nice, nice tiles to have. And that was one of the other issues. We're at a point now where we can't really build an awful lot that's useful. We could potentially move this city, but then we'd be out of reach of the Xenomass. We could sort of head towards those vents. I suppose I could drop a city over here. Is it worth it? Well, it's 9 Xenomass. That's a reasonable amount of Xenomass. We could drop a city here, which would allow us to grab the gold, the Xenomass, and the vents. The gold does give us culture. We could get some Phyrexite. What if we built here? 1, 2, 3. See, that wouldn't be a terrible city to build. Although having too many cities just for the purpose of grabbing some resources that we're probably not going to use does seem like a little bit of a waste. So we've still got a worker that we need to do something with. We could, 1, 2, 3, definitely get a farm on this tile. I guess we could go and get some more Terrascapes. They're not a bad idea. We've definitely got the money to go and buy some of these land tiles. Let's go and do that then. Can I zoom down here? There was another land tile. Are you within 1, 2, 3? You're within range of a city, aren't you? But we actually need to go to the actual city that belongs to. There we go. So there's some land tiles that we can build some more Terrascapes on, just because they're really good. And we've got you. Yeah, you were just going around here sort of poking at these things from the water. And I think I'm happy to do that because even though we don't really get any more experience, we do get science for killing them. So they are definitely worth farming up where we can. And we've got this guy. That's what we were doing over here. We were using these explorers and we went and captured this guy. You guys look like you're being left alone. So I will heal you up. We'll probably just use you for a little bit of exploring. There's not a lot to do with you. I would like a geothermal well, please and thank you. What have we got going? Oh, it's just these things. I could see the effect they were making on the ground, and I wasn't too sure what was happening there. And I think I was bringing all these guys back just to be defensive in case anyone decides that they don't like my base there. That's the Xeno Swarm. I think I want the Xeno Swarm to carry on going down here with these guys and help protect them. But these raptor bugs are really strong, so I do want to bring those back to my base. There is potentially a nice spot down here. I mean, there's another titanium tile. There's 2 ferraxite tiles, although they're not worth an awful lot. There's some xenomass, again, not worth an awful lot. We would be quite close to this guy, though, which is going to annoy him. Now, I am cooperating with this guy, and I did say that I'd kind of like to end that. I think we've... oh, that's a puppeted city. Did that belong to somebody else? Or... yeah, I think he's stolen all these ones, hasn't he? I would actually like to go exploring off in this direction and see what we have down here. It looks like there was a city here that's been destroyed. There is an alien nest, so we've got to be careful. Yeah, there was a city here, wasn't there? Because that's what we used to... if you remember, we grabbed this and we were next to the city. So it looks like somehow they've lost a city. I don't know how that's happened. Not too sure what happened to them then. There is an alien nest right next to them. We'll go and have a little bit of a look. Or maybe I'm thinking of this... no, there was definitely a city there somewhere. That's quite unusual. So there are a few places where we could set up cities. I just don't really think we need to. I just want you guys to heal up, because you can't really do an awful lot anyway. You're going to heal up as well. Let's get you up to full health and see what we can do with you. Wolf Beetle. Again, the aliens are pretty ticked off at the moment, so let's not do anything too hasty. I would like to clear out some of those nests if possible. Let's start bringing the Wolf Beetle down this way a little. We should be fine. We're using you to scout. I remember that much now. Some random aliens on a continent down there. There's still quite a lot of the map that we haven't uncovered. It's hard to see the minimap properly on Beyond Earth. It's not nearly as easy to look at a glance. At least it doesn't have that horrible translucency like it used to have. So we are still making some diplomatic capital, which is good. We're making a lot of energy for 362 energy per turn, which is absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. Okay, we have some pending diplomatic missions.
As Adam Smith said, trade is the lifeblood of nations.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that because it gives us more diplomatic capital. Choose production. This is in our capital. I want to go ahead and get that Xenodrome built if I can. 25 turns is quite a long time, but it's not like we're doing anything else. This one down here, what would be useful for you? We could get a Xenofuel plant, which would give us even more. Let's get the Mind Stem. We want these Mind Stems built everywhere. We get to develop a Virtue. Now, could we complete any... I guess we could spend a couple and get rank 2s, which would eventually unlock getting a free Virtue and a new Covert Agent. Is there anything in here that we really need? Not so much. Reduced culture penalty could be useful. We're not building orbital units. Health for trade units under our command. We do have a few of those. We're not going to have any manufactories. What about here? 20% affinity earned from researching technologies. That could be useful. Get our affinity up quickly. We'll grab that one. And then I think later on, because we can get production and energy from strategic resources, but then we also might go then and grab MemeWeb. Because that will... I should have probably taken that one first, but we're going to get a free one here as well. Like I said, I'm not playing optimally, but this is because this is more of... This is a very easy game that I'm playing this on at the moment. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm just trying to sort of explore the expansion and find out what I'm doing. So I don't mind that I'm not playing optimally. I don't mind that at all. Everyone else can just stay and heal up, I think. You can just go on to alert. We know there's a unit nearby. Probably really do need to clear some of these nests out. Found another piece of land over here. Not sure if anyone's actually using it, but let's go have a look. Those aliens are getting a little bit close to you. Let's start moving you back over this direction. Maybe we can sort of get behind these cities and protect ourselves a little bit. Again, not like we really need those guys. I think you guys are going to be siphoning energy where you can. Or at least siphoning science where you can't. But 363 energy per turn is an absolutely phenomenal amount of energy to be gaining. So let's get everybody moving back. I think even if we get attacked right now, we've got enough energy to pretty much just buy an army. So we should be good. New production available at Dunkyle. We finished the recycler. That was quite quick. We could also go and get an auto plant. That's pretty good, actually. Alloy Foundry would also give us 2 production from titanium resources, and we are working 3. So that's probably the better one to get, because these currently give us 6 production. This one gives us 5. This one gives us 6 because it's on a hill. But if we get an extra 2 from all of these... I mean, what was the building again? It gives us 2 production, plus 2 production from titanium resources worked by the city. So we're gaining 8 production. So that is definitely well worth having. I like that. So what else do we have over here? Ah, you were going over there to grab that thing. Why have you lost so much health? You don't have any expedition modules. So why did I send you there? Let's heal you up. I must have sent the wrong guy. You're still sending units for me to farm. Every single one of these I kill is 22 science. Well, that one was only 18 because it goes on their melee combat strength. But every single one of those is helping. So let's go and have a look over here. We do need to get ourselves an explorer with some modules, though, that can get over there and do something. Got some more aliens over here. We found an alien nest. We're within 2 tiles of it. I'm not sure if these guys can pillage them. Seem to remember that they can't. Do any of you guys have expedition modules left? You have one. How safely could we get you over there is the question. Because that is quite some distance away. Let's be honest. That's going to take a fair bit of getting around. We can safely go through the miasma. That's not going to affect us. We're going to track this guy north. Hopefully we can get through here without too much of a problem. Go around the coastline. We should be okay. You're fully healed. Oh, I didn't actually want to click there. I clicked, but it was a misclick. He only moves 1 tile at a time. He can probably do a lot of damage to these guys. Let's move him up with some support. Go on to the next turn. We've got another unit that we can move. Yeah, we're just moving you guys back for protection and then we're done, really. We're happy with that. Can't believe we have over 5,500 energy. I don't even know what I'm going to do with that. I must admit, we haven't really been bothered by the AI at all on this game. There's transgenics, so that gives us the Geliopod, although we don't have rank 4 in Supremacy at the moment. The Gene Smelter, which will give us some health, and the Promethean. Now, I think that's a wonder, isn't it? City no longer produces unhealth from buildings or worked tiles. Could be good in the capital. Well, we've reached rank 3 of Supremacy. Does that actually give us anything in particular? Doesn't look like it does. We don't really get anything until rank 5, really. Orbital coverage, that's not all that useful to us. We have gained level 2 here in this thing, though. 2 energy per level of Purity or Supremacy. Okay. Nothing too exciting. I notice I'm now starting to look very Harmony now. We can see that. What about the other guys? He's still pretty plain. Doesn't look like he's adapted much of an affinity. Seems to be heading towards Purity, but he's certainly not ahead. This guy is slightly ahead in Harmony. Look at that. We're on 12 Harmony, and everybody else seems to be up like 5 max affinity. You haven't gone in any particular direction. Neither of you.
There had only been some other path.
You're at 7 on Harmony. Most of these people seem to have gone for very hybrid builds. Either that or they're just not researching stuff very quickly. So we've got to choose a new research. We want to make sure that we can actually achieve the victory conditions, which I can't remember what they are. No, I don't want diplomacy. I want the quests, victories. Now, we said we were going to go for the Transcendence victory. So we need to research swarm intelligence and nano robotics. So let's go and have a look and see where swarm intelligence is on the tree. Swarm intelligence, that is all the way down there. Now, we haven't done artificial intelligence yet. Does give us some XP towards Harmony and Supremacy, so it's probably worth getting it. And then we can get swarm intelligence. Yep, let's just go for that. We'll just click on swarm intelligence. It'll automatically queue that up. It's only going to be what's that? 12 turns, so that's not too far away. We don't mind that too much. And you were going there to build a terrascape. Always get the confirmation dialogue for the Terrascape just because they are quite expensive to maintain. But I think we've got enough income to manage it. Keep farming the aliens for science. I don't really see much of a reason to keep them around. Well, we can't see any further over there now, can we? So that's a little bit useless. You, I think, can now stay there. No need for you to move anywhere. You are heading north. Hopefully it's going to be relatively safe in the water. Now let's keep moving forwards. You're actually quite strong. We can't attack that on this turn. We can start moving up with some of these other units. I do actually want to be able to bring the Explorer forward. We can probably try and grab more of these things. A lot of aliens there. We will be giving them a bit of a sort of wide berth. We can see this is the Slavic guy, isn't it? He's over there. You are kind of in a cruddy position. I want to try and get you back over this way if I can, but no guarantee you're going to survive that. Definitely at the top of the scoreboard right now. Anyway, don't have to worry about anything there. Never did find all 8 of these alien remains. Strength and decay. How many did we find? 3. It's not many, is it? What have we got here? We have a... Oh, did you steal some science? Yes, you did. Awesome. We could go and recruit defectors, but I think we'll just stick with the steal science for now. Hopefully we didn't get caught. You could just continue farming up. It's almost worth getting another one of these down here, just so we can kill twice as many things twice as quickly. You can move down there. You are still out of range. You can move in. You're fully healed. Let's start moving you up as well. Don't think there's going to be any more of those Colossi around, but... Okay, so let's start going back that way with you. You have finished that geothermal vent. I guess we should start getting some stuff built around here. We'll get some farms, probably. Just some really generic farms. We don't really have many. And yep, all the rest of you just sort of sit tight and do nothing. You're going in the water. Hopefully it's going to be safe. So just using this guy to have a look around. Got a derelict settlement there. I'm still not 100% sure that these flying units can pillage alien nests. So is that... There's an alien nest there actually on top of that Ferak site. Maybe that's why we were seeing so many aliens approaching us. Hadn't realised that there was one there. They are moving towards us. It's difficult to get around them. I say we are close to the alien nest. We will try. We'll try and pillage it if we can. They're still giving us a lot of targets down here. There's another one down. So we can't even... This thing moves so slowly, which is its major problem. You wouldn't even manage to kill that. Xeno cavalry is as slow as anything going through this terrain. So start moving forward with the scout. You were just going to go and build a farm. Nothing else exciting for you to do. You are hopefully going to get up there and not run into any sea dragons or anything else nasty. Oh, would you look at that? Another alien nest. There's your capital. Surprised you've left so many alien nests untouched nearby. Now, these raptor bugs are quite strong, so our drone is probably going to get killed there. We might manage it. Let's keep moving you over here. We might be able to go and pillage one of those alien nests. I doubt it. I think the aliens are just going to wreck us here now. They're very, very hostile at the moment because of the amount of damage we're doing to them. 909 diplomatic capital, but we're only making 23 per turn. It's not a huge amount. If we were making more, we could potentially consider getting another agreement. Did they just suicide into me? I think they did. Hopefully they won't do a lot of damage. They are attacking, as expected. I think they come off worse, actually. Artificial intelligence has been researched. Let's keep moving you along. This guy did actually manage to survive. I don't think he's going to get to the nest, though, but we'll try. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's have a look and see if we can get any of these ourselves. Actually, is there anything that we can upgrade? We could really upgrade this. I mean, it costs quite a lot to do it, but we don't really need it. We don't need our cities having more combat strength. Let's just go and spend some and increase. We don't have enough now to get the last one, but we'll definitely have some decent energy coming in. Not that we didn't do before. Jaren has finished the mine stem. There's quite a lot of stuff here that I would like to build. Xeno Sanctuary would give us some more culture. Let's go ahead and get that. You have a lot of units here to farm. Let's go and kill off that wolf beetle. You should be able to wreck that thing. You still can't kill that. You start to move in. You start to move forwards as well. We should be able to clear out at least one of these alien nests. You've got another move, have you? You just move forwards to there then. And we've got this guy. Hasn't ran into trouble yet. Not sure we can cut through there. We might be able to. Guess we could uncover that little bit of area if we can move through there. Not a bad idea. Do we want to attack with you? Would be a stalemate. Let's just get you to heal up, and maybe they'll just keep bashing their heads against you. I'm not terribly concerned if I lose this unit. I'd prefer not to. But I actually don't mind too much if we do. I'm just using it to scout. Right, that unit is most likely lost now. Yeah, because that's going to finish it off. Shame we didn't quite get there. We'll still see if we can grab it with this unit. You're going to attack these units rather fruitlessly. You are attacking me as expected. But I did heal up in between, so I think once again he's come off worse. He's definitely taking more damage than I am. Okay, so you might as well just go off and explore, and maybe we can grab some aliens with you because you've got no expedition modules left. You are going to move a little bit closer here, and really, you can't hit that from there. There we go. Terrain was in the way, apparently. Don't know why. This isn't a hill. Oh, it's a forest, apparently. Yeah, it looks like a forest, right? Stupid graphical glitch. So you can move on to here, and, well, you can't loot the nest, but the nest can't do anything else on this turn anyway, so that's fine. Xenocav. Explorer can't get close enough to take any of you guys out, but we can move the Explorer up. We can move you up as well. You've got, like, all your health still. Let's try and get these guys over there. We might be able to get him onto the nest. Oh, no, hang on. He actually survived. I don't know how. We can move on to the nest. Unfortunately, we can't loot it, but I think they can only move one tile, which means they can't kill us, and I should be able to loot the nest on the next turn. Looks like we possibly can squeeze through there if we're careful. This will be the final turn on this video, though, because I have just seen the time. Wasn't properly paying attention to it. Oh, no, apparently they can attack. That's quite annoying now, because that's gone and put them on top of the nest, although they'll probably take quite a bit of damage from that. He's attacking me again. That's fine. He's actually suicided on me. You're attacking me, which again is fine. You're actually attacking my Explorer, which is quite annoying. And then you've put in more units in my way. Right, let's start moving up with these units here. We do have these guys nearby, but they're really, really weak. I don't care about those. You're going to come over here. Maybe we can grab somebody with you. You might as well start moving up the coast now. Now, what I'd like to do, we can move you out. We can move you to there. You can then leash that alien. That's given you a bit more damage than I would have liked you to have had. We may end up losing an Explorer here. I hadn't thought that through. I'd forgotten that they take the damage, which was a little bit silly. You can definitely go ahead and pillage that nest, though. Now the aliens are all mega hostile. They're going to be annoyed for a while now. Oh, we've got a progenitor ruin over here. We definitely... I really hope this Explorer survives now. Yeah, you're not going to get around there. These aliens are going to be very, very annoyed. You have finished that farm. Let's just go ahead and get farms on all of these tiles, really, because they're a bit useless for anything else. You can actually start moving forwards. You can actually pillage that nest. We might as well do it then before we lose the unit. Maybe everything will go for this Manticore. There's always that hope. And I've gone and clicked next turn again, but I didn't mean to because I was supposed to be ending the video. So we'll end the video after the AI's turn resolves. Yeah, fortunately they're going for my Explorer's dead. That is such a shame because we've got that Progenitor ruin down there. Is it worth getting another Explorer out at this stage in the game just to go and clean up a Progenitor ruin? I'm not convinced that it is. So we're going to be taking a little bit of damage over here. We're not terribly far away from the base. Maybe we will get another Explorer, but that's all that we can do on this turn, so that is a great place to end the video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Beyond Earth, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.